Let's learn about shooting star candle. Well, have you seen this in real or on TV? This is shooting star falling from sky down to earth. Well, it's the same case with market too, okay? Falling from sky. Let's see how it looks like. It's just upside down of hammer, okay? The criteria that it needs to be a shooting star is market has to be in uptrend. Just the opposite of hammer again, okay? And it needs to have small body, either white or black, near the low. The upper wick has to be twice the size of body. So what does it imply to us? It's a potential top reversal. Well, can that be used as support and resistance? Yes, it is used as resistance for future prices. Okay, now let's look into the chart of shooting star. See, on Nifty 50, where can you possibly see a shooting star? It is usually appearing on uptrend. So, nothing over here, but yes, over here. This, my friend, is a shooting star. Okay, we have a good uptrend and a shooting star. It came down. But that is not how we will take a trade, right? You should know that if there is a shooting star, go back in time. How do we go back in time? Let's mark the high and the low of shooting star first. Let's go back in time. Is this a resistance actually for anybody? Is this a resistance? I should say no, right? Even though this is a candle of shooting star, it was not in the zone of resistance. So we just eliminate. We shouldn't take the trade of this shooting star. And I am deleting these lines. But a shooting star can be considered as itself a resistance. Let me draw the resistance zone. I can do this considering the top and lower. Price reached over here. What do you see? We had a test of this one time. We had twice. This is another shooting star, by the way. Do you see? So even if you wanted to take a trade, you should have placed a sell order over here below the low of the shooting star, and your stop loss would be above the resistance. This would be your entry, and your target should be somewhere around over here. That is the most probable scenario. But the thing is, on the next day, this high was broken by this candle's high, it making it a higher high. So the shooting star stuff is negated hereafter, because even if somebody took a trade, a sell trade on this shooting star day, those guys stop losses got triggered, I guess, over here, and it further went up. So you cannot consider this to be a valid setup. That is one point. Let us see a further shooting star scenario where I can show you. I will give you a stock scenario where I took the trade. Okay, that has both scenario which I can show you. Let me show Reliance. Okay, let me go for forward cancel. Now what happened over here? Yeah, this is something that I wanted to show. This is a shooting star by itself, but you cannot take the trade over here by selling below this, even though it gave a good stellar move, but I wouldn't advise you to do so. because not all shooting stars are a sellable trade. Why? Because you don't see any kind of resistance over there. This candle is not a resistance candle, right? So it invalidates everything. But you can do this, if I'm not wrong. What happened over here? Even though you you could have taken a short trade over here, this is a candle formation. I will explain it later. Even though you took the trade, it went in your direction for some time and it abruptly pierced in. Now all the stop losses, those who had over here, those stop loss, because since it is a sell, it is a buy order of stop loss. All those buy orders got executed and it closed above. See, this is a scenario where you ended up in loss. Okay, first thing, what you should do is just wait for the change in polarity factor. You got it over here. This is your change in polarity scenario. You can enter at this point, keeping a stop loss over here. You can target around this zone. So you can eat. This is, yeah, of course, this seems like 1 to 2 is 1 is to 2, more or like something like that. It came down. It is, yeah, at the end you got your target. Now this is a shooting star or not? Whether this is a shooting star? Is it twice the body length of wick? Yes, of course it is, right? You can consider this as shooting star as well. Let us draw the zone like this, and you can enter the sell over here. Your stop loss is over here. What do you think you can place your target? This is a swing low upon there, right? That is possible. You enter here. Okay. Oh, come on, seriously? This is the trade that I took actually, and it had multiple resistance, considering this and that. Resistance was coinciding with two junctions, so it was good. And you got this this candle. Let me show what type of candle it is. Don't you think this is also a shooting star? Yes, it is, but still I went for the sell around this candle. Let me change the rectangle thing to something else. It doesn't fit price range. And let me take out the label. We don't need that. The line can be lighter, a bit darker, yeah, let it be. Background extend to right. Yeah, this is better. So if I draw this, I took the trade somewhere over here, okay, this trade, and my stop loss was here. And what happened? Price came down. This was my target. Oh, sorry, one second. Around this zone was my target. I got my money, but I didn't know this went this far down below. That's a bit too much. But before that itself, I exited. And what happened was, you saw this doji. I was expecting an up move. Come on, what happened? Yeah. See, I was expecting an up move from this doji pot. The buy price was here, but it didn't trigger. So I assumed, okay, it is a bear trend. It will go down further. what happened here, at this particular double doji, this is a doji, this is also a doji, I call it as double doji. What happened here? Let me bring you the concept of volume as well. Indicators, volume. I'm gonna plot a volume meter. Let me plot this volume separately so that you don't. Oh my god, no, not here. Here. Unmerge down. Okay, now price is up, volume is down. Now what you see on volume, I need to change the color as well. Maybe you cannot see it. Let me make it a bit darker, and let me make this as well a bit darker. Now I guess you can see it very efficiently. Very good. Yeah, this is better. So what you see is the volumes that has happened per day per candle. So if you change the time frame to 1 hour, you will see it is based on each candle. Okay, don't worry about that much. This is a black candle, hence it is plotted as red. It doesn't mean that this volume is a selling volume. This is a white candle, hence this is plotted as green volume bar. Okay, and that doesn't mean that it is a buying volume. Don't assume so. The color representation of volume bars are just for easy identification, not that those reds indicate sell, those green indicate buy. No, that is not how it is. Volume means the total collective buy and sell combined together that happened for one particular candle. Here it is daily. That is what is being represented here. This total candles total volume is this much, and that number can be found out if you hover the mouse, which is around 9.6 million. Now the number doesn't matter to you. All you need to worry is about the length. This is small, this is small, this is small, this is very big candle. Do you see what this big candle means? Look into price. I said to you something related to this particular hammer. What is it? The sell orders that's been stacked right above, which is stop loss. Okay, those stop loss sell orders just got triggered. That itself is a volume, right? Don't you think that is accounted over here as this length of volume? Exactly. That is what is happening. It's a new fresh breakout, but this breakout means somebody else is lost in this place. That is known as breakout. When somebody holds a position in sell side and it gives a breakout, that means their positions got squared off with their loss. All the stop loss has been triggered through this candle's day, and this volume rose significantly for that reason. And you see the volume over here, and you don't see much of a candle moving up compared to this candle. Even though this candle is big in length, its volume is comparatively low to this volume, and the candle is very low. What do you think might have happened over here? Don't you think the sellers might have entered the market? See, when it is trending, if there is counter selling happening at the high, but still the price doesn't move anywhere. You see, what do you think the range is over here? Range in the sense the high to low of a candle is called the range. Range is, this is low is 943, high is 957. For that, 12 to 15 rupee move, he had a 25 million shares being transacted, either to buy side or downside, mixed. It's all mixed. How can that be possible? Are there huge number of buyers over here? Do you see the price moving upside? No. Are there huge number of sellers? Do you see price moving down? No. But something happened, and this spike of volume represents that something happening. And next day it was evident with your shooting star. Now I have reduced it. Now you will see, with this shooting star it has become evident. Somebody was selling huge quantity yesterday, and today it got reflected. Next following days it kept falling. See how volume also plays into bar. So hereafter we will allocate volume also a small, what do you say, a weightage on your trades. Now at this point you see a breakout. This is price breakout. What you're seeing is price breakout. Breakout in the sense it just broke this high, and this high. So every highs has been broken out by this particular single day candle. And what you're seeing here, this is volume breakout. This broke out volume until over, what is this? Yeah, all these volumes been broken out. See, when there is a volume breakout plus price breakout, see, it's just a high. I'm just considering the highs of this is high, this is high, high. This high, where does it get broken? At this point, this is the volume, that is the nearby high. And what is the candle? This candle. What does it what does it imply to us? It was on a support, and these two volume bars has a significant growth. Does this mean somebody bought it? Yeah, possibly somebody must have bought it, right? See, price being on support, the only potential thing could be buying if price didn't close below the stop loss area. Price never came into this zones on these 2 days, right? So stop loss being here, price is still here, so somebody is buying on the support level, and that happened here. And that buyer went all the way here, right? So volume broke out, price broke out, and you see another spike in volume. And this is a doji, means market is getting into neutral stand. Why would it go into a neutral stand, by the way? Now let me just give you a new insight at this stand. What is happening over here is price broke out. There will be traders who they feel that this resistance is now a support, so hence they would assume to buy around this point, keeping a stop loss here and target being somewhere over there. Okay, and those set of buyers just push the price above, and there will be sellers who bought, let's say, who bought somewhere over here or here or here. These buyers will become sellers because at this point they will push the price down, and the fresh set of buyers pushes up. That's when this doji happens. Now let me split this doji halfway. This is the halfway. This is doji's body. This is doji's wick at the bottom, right? What type of candle is this? What do you say? Don't you think it is a hammer, right? And what about yeah? Now just consider this much. Sorry, it's too complicated, right? Let me just draw like this. The top portion, say like this. This is the midway, and I just drew this portion. What type of candle is this? It's a shooting star, right? So doji or shooting star is a mixture of both shooting star. A doji is a mixture of shooting star and hammer. That comprises a doji. When you see, that is applicable only when you see big volume, okay? And that happened over here. Such candles are called high wave candles, and this is a high wave. But the sellers again, just those who sold over here again got a stop loss hit, price moved up, and that is counter trading. Actually, we are not here to trade counterwise, we will be only trading with the trend, okay? So it's always buy mode for us. Change in polarity, go with the direction. And this miniature shooting star happened, and price touched again, giving a bigger shooting star. Now look into volume and candles, okay? What do you see over here? This humongous spike of candle along with a doji and another doji. What exactly do you think? Price made a low, it made a lower high, it price never breached this one, okay? This candle did not close below this, and yet this had a huge volume, around 15 million. Why? What do you think? What do you think must have happened? What do you think must have happened? It's a buying, obviously. Somebody bought it, because if you just see this is also a support, right? It bounced up, came down, pierced, and you see, if I unmerge it, yeah. Oh no, shit, I need to change the color again. Oh fuck. Yeah, no, this is indeed a buying volume. You can see, on this day you will not buy because you do not know what happened, but after the analysis part, definitely you can have a buy stand. What you should do, just go and create a long above this candle, and you'll place your stop below this candle's wick. What should be your potential target? This is possible, right? So this is your potential target. What happened? It started moving up, it got triggered, it went up, and you got your money. Now I took this trade, and at this point I also took a sell position. How so? I will show you. This candle came down, okay? Actually, this is a lost trade for me, but I'm explaining why or what something must have happened. Let me just show you. This is a shooting star, Obviously this can be considered as resistance. And here if you see this candle too, it is a kind of shooting star for me, right? And after this series of bull candles, definitely these buyers has to book profit somewhere, and which in turn should create supply, thus making the price move down. Obviously I thought the same and took a sell on the same candle itself. I took a sell somewhere over here. To my surprise, this fucker started to move up, and this was my stop loss. Okay, it didn't hit that day. Fucker thing next day it just got hit. I didn't knew how, but that's an institutional play, something far advanced to retailers, because majority people took sell trade. Even I know many of my friends also took sell trade. Everybody just got stopped out. This is a stopping out scenario. I got stopped out, which means there were huge buy orders. All those sell orders, I mean stop loss orders, are buy orders, which in turn created a huge demand. And I knew what I should do next. There should be change in polarity. I was waiting for the opportunity to buy this one, and I bought it over here. Exactly. My buy was also around 9.99, and my stop loss was around somewhere over here, because I switched to smaller time frame and adjusted myself on how to. That's something you should look as multiple time frame analysis. We are only looking into daily candle as of now, but when you take up a trade and fine tune, you will have to look in smaller time frame, something which we will learn in in-depth analysis after candlesticks. Okay, let's see. I took a buy trade here. What happened here? It started moving up, and let me just show you what I did exactly. I drew this ray marking these two. So it's a new high for Reliance. Okay, so in no man's skyland, I need to assume price would be going towards this line. That is what I should assume, towards 1040. That was my potential target. What happened here? It went up to 1031 and it came down marginally. I understood this is a bearish candle, so I just exited the trade with marginal profit, a little bit profit. And this happened. My expectation was this move on here, but it didn't happen. Even though everything was stacked in my favor, I took a sell trade. I ended up in loss. I bought here, made a profit. I missed this portion of down move actually, and I was like, oh shit, I missed the chance. I could have sold it, because I had a feeble doubt that definitely Reliance can't sustain this much big move upside. How the heck can it move when already all the buyers with this huge quantity? Where is the volume? Oh no, come on, seriously. We have the volume. Thank you. And the feeble buyers over here exited on this level, I guess. I don't know, but more or less they took half here, remaining half here. And I saw this candle, but I didn't had the guts to enter the trade, as this was a support, one support. And when I saw this candle, yes, I understood, okay, it's a bearish move. and Nifty was also traveling a bit down there, and yes, so that concludes uh, volume analysis plus hammer analysis. See, volume, don't think it is just for hammer, okay? It is for everything. Every candle needs to have volume. So hereafter, don't plot any indicators. You will plot only the candles, boom, and the volume, boom shakalaka. Okay? That is how you should trade. Please, that's why you took up a course. Maybe this is a good turning point in your life. I really hope so. I'm giving you emphasis again and again. Look into higher highs and higher lows, lower highs and lower lows, support and resistance, especially horizontal one. Okay, candle formation will take place on its own, but give importance to these particular stuff, support and resistance. It's huge. That itself will have huge stuff. Let me show you what I did on Nifty. It's marvelous when you see. This is something we marked earlier, right? Yeah, we marked earlier. Let me close the volume. This is a daily chart, fine. We mark, let me take this out and plot the newly this. We don't have to extend this, okay? When you select, how do you select this? Go to this thing, pick price range, okay? When you pick price range, just pick the high point and the low point automatically. It will plot, and make sure you have an extend towards right, okay? That will make sure whatever you draw, it will keep extending no matter what. So that's what we will be using here after as plotting the zones, okay? Now we know this is a shooting star, and this is a shooting star. Let me just switch to 5-minute chart. I'm zooming out. Shooting stars, big candle, right? And you see low, low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. A small trend change, again low, this, this, small trend change, again trend change. Consider this trend change, higher low, equal low, lower low. Trend has changed over here, right? You get it, right? Now let me just show you. I'm marking this here. To look into this, this is first test, second test. This is the breakdown. Do you agree? Let me zoom in, okay? I'm drawing it neatly. Let me draw it. Now, look at this. A price has broke down, did a counter trend, it came down. What are you going to do? Draw this. It's a swing high, right? And it came down, it went up. What candle is this? Hammer, right? Sorry, shooting star, right? See, once again, I should emphasize here. Even I just get confused with the names. Okay, I'm not expert in having the names correct. I don't care about names of candlesticks. That is not what we are looking for. Visualize stuff. There is a big wick on top. Don't even bother about the name. It is shooting star, by the way, but don't even bother about name. Looking into this candle, you should know that at a resistance. What the fuck is this? Just blind sell order. Where? Here. Your stop loss? Here. Your target? Around here. Simple stuff. Very, very simple stuff. Of course, this is 5-minute chart. Definitely you will have to sit in front of screen, but you can change the time frame to 1 hour. Every 1 hour after the candle finishes, just come into Nifty chart and check, or your favorite stock, just check it, what kind of candle has formed. Mark the support and resistance. I've been seeing support and resistance for quite some time. What happened here? Yes, you got it. What do you see? A doji. What is this? It's a bull candle. And there is a potential that it might go up, but it didn't happen. Even if you took the trade, you end up in loss. Don't worry. Don't worry. That will happen. Losses are part of trade. You will have losses. I'm giving you a 100% sure guarantee that you will have losses while you are a trader, while you are in a span of trading part. Okay, you will have losses, but when you make money, that's when you become the king or the queen, like this. Okay, when you make the money, that's the reward. The reward will be 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. When you pick a trade that has 20 times trade reward, that's when you become the most expert. Okay, and I have not yet achieved it, but I am on way. My maximum um, reward that I got was around 7 times. I risked 1 rupee, got 7 times return. Okay, that happened. But trust me, I have also lost money. Not money in the sense, I lost trades, well planned trades, like 3 or 4 times in a row. Okay, which means my trades would have ended in -4. I would risk 1 rupee on each trade, and I ended up in loss. Now, what happened here? It broke down, and previous support is becoming resistance. It hit. This is a test. You couldn't enter the trade here. This is your stop loss. Again, this is your target. What happened? Let's see. Okay, we just got stopped out. This is a stopping out. But now, what do you see? This is a candle of what? It's a bear signal, right? Forget shooting star, but it's a bear signal exactly on a previous support, which is resistance. Now, take the trade again. Oh, what happened? Oh shit, sorry. Take the trade again. This is your entry, your stop loss, your target, right? Okay, you just got stopped out again. Don't worries, no worries. You just lost 2 times, but you gained here big time. Even though the trade didn't pan out, I wonder why. Now it's okay. You do this, and you redraw your support and resistance now again. Let's see any candle formation that pops up. Okay, we have a breakdown over here. Price just broke down. Let's see. That is a place where you should take a sell call. What happens? You get a profit in small time. You took the trade, your stop loss is over here, and your potential target has to be some swing type of thing that you should check on the previous candle. Let's see what is here. Is it a potential support? Yes, let's draw and see. And let me draw this as well. Let us go to the present scenario. What is happening? What is happening? Where did we trade the trade? Yeah, this is the trade that we took, right? Yeah, this is the candle we took the trade over here. The stop loss was here. Where it should go until this is the zone. Again, the price has breached down. What did you do? Oh my god, we have a sell. You earned big time over here. Okay, your 2 losses over here, the 2 losses that you had over here is covered on this big profit due to risk management. Again, you are in profit. You took the profit. How easy is that? And I guess you have change in trend because this lower high was taken and making it a higher high. Let's see whether we have a lower low. Yes, we have a lower low. This happened. See, this is a change in trend. This high was taken out with huge. So why do we stick with this one? Let me remove all of the drawings. This high was taken out, and we have a higher low, higher low. Change in trend, agreed. And we have this big candle. This is a fresh day, and we can draw candles of resistance. Let's see, it broke out. Awesome. Now this is a place you enter, change in polarity. If you enter over here and your stop loss is just over here, what should be a target? Next resistance, this one, right? Let us see. Oh my goodness, look at that. You see mini shooting star. That's place when you change your stop loss from here to somewhere over here, so that you don't end up in loss. What happened? Okay, you met your target anyhow, so you are in profitable position. What happens now? Again, you come back again to the same support zone. You take a trade. You just don't mind, just take up a trade. Let's see what happens. You are in green now, green now, green now, green now, green. So far you're in green. Awesome. So you're green. The price just broke out. What should you do? Just move. Okay, auto. Okay, price soared up, right? Okay. So what you should do now is, once you see this breakout, you mark the next resistance, which is over here. What happens? See, you are already on a trade. At this point you can do what? This is a change in polarity, right? Enter a trade, have a stop loss here, and the stop loss, the entry that you took here, change its stop loss to here as well. Now this is an advanced concept that I'm going to say. Even though we were focusing only on candlestick, I'm teaching you bit by bit insights or concepts in between, okay, regarding something else, volume, whatsoever. Okay, now say you took one trade here with one lot. Due to change in polarity. Why not? Let me just mark you the exact stuff. That would be even better, right? Long. You took the trade here. Your stop loss is here. Your target was this. Now you can exit. Of course, I wouldn't say anything wrong about that. You can simply exit the trade. But when you take, okay, this text doesn't show up for me. Why? This is the next trade, second trade. You can simply see this happened second time for the same day, right? What I would say is, you made a profit of how much? Let's say the risk reward was 2.24, which means you earn 2 times what you risked for. So a total of extra 2 rupees you are positive in your cash. That means you can take at this point another trade with 2 lots and stop loss being this. I don't know whether you understand it or not. Come on, seriously. The stop loss is this, and your target is this. Whether your target is achieved or not. Yeah, it's achieved. Fine. Achieved after like 11:45. What is the time? 11:35 till 1:40. Okay. Let me write this as well so that you understand. Second trade, you take 2 lots. Now how this is possible, because this is a little bit advanced. This is not suitable for beginners. Forget the beginners, guys, but those who have experience, I want you to try this method once you are profitable with the normal support and resistance plotting mechanism. Okay, once you just master that, I need you to do this specifically. Don't worry about money losing stuffs and all. You have to take your first step into this part, trading multiple lots and adding multiple lots when you are on a trend. Why is that happening? I will show you why. But see, for the first time you will have severe tension, okay, but don't worry, it's all calculated within what I'm gonna say. You got money 2 times. You enter over here 2 lots, okay. Once you are in profit, mark the next set of resistance. Once you break that, don't exit. When you see a pullback, what I say, this is called a pullback, okay. Pullback. When you are an uptrend, when you see a small counter trend, this is called a pullback. Extension, pullback, extension, pullback, extension. This is an extension towards downtrend. On a downtrend, you don't say pullback, it is called rally. Extension, rally, extension, rally, extension, rally, extension, rally, extension, rally. Okay. Same as higher highs and higher lows, lower highs and lower lows. Extension either to downside or upside, and a pullback. If it is on uptrend, it is pullback. If it is downtrend, it is called rally. I'm just giving you the name, okay. Again, don't stick with the name, it doesn't matter. Just, it's all in your eyes. What you need to do is just eyes. Now see, once you master the support and resistance trading part, now when you do advanced risk management, you enter 2 lots over here, because even if you lose twice, you don't end up in loss, because what you are trying to lose is the money that you gained over here. Risk this profit money over here, stop loss being this, okay. Once you gained substantially with 2 lots until here, don't book the profit. What you do is wait for a breakout and wait for a pullback, so that you enter back in change in polarity. And what you do, enter again this part, enter again, don't worry, just enter bluntly to the same target that you had fixed, which is this. You had a pullback, enter again. This time what you do, third trade, this is third trade, and the quantity this shall have 2 more lots. So total of 4 lots is controlled by you right now, okay. Now again, what is this stupid thing? Yeah, this is your resistance. You have a breakout, the price comes back down. What do you do? Enter again. This is called actual average up. Usually people average down, but I'm making you to average up. What do you do? Enter this, and for this you will take a bigger risk on fourth trade, because you have huge profit, because trade 1 is profit, trade 2 is profit, trade 3 is profit. It is an exponential trade profit. At here you will simply multiply to 4 lots. So a total of how many lots you are trading now? this is 2, this is 2, this is 4 lots. You will multiply your trade over here, a total of 8 lots you are just trying to carry. See how complicated things are getting. This has to be done only when you sit in front of a computer, okay? That takes real effort. Now this is your resistance. What next? You have a breakout. You enter again. So how long do you think you can keep on entering? You keep on entering until the moment you fail for the next time. That's how much you will be entering. Fifth trade. What is fifth trade? You will enter 8 lots. How much lots you are gonna control? This will be your 8th lot. See, if you are reaching this 5th level, I respect you. So okay, how do I make it show? See, okay, fine. Anyhow, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, 14 plus 2, 16 lots. Imagine 16 lots. Let me show you the calculation for 16 lots. 16, so Nifty's lot size is 75. Okay, 75 shares. Multiplied by 16, that is 1200 shares you will be carrying. Now if you, what was the price range that happened in Nifty over here? You entered, say, a total of 16 lots only, but let's say you had how much rupee move was this from here? 670 to 730 points. 30 points into 1200 into 30, it's nearly 36,000. Now don't get astonished, okay? These people are doing it. I have gone maximum to 3rd level only, okay? 4th and 5th, I think it is still out of my league. Even for 3rd trade, my heart was pounding like anything. It's not that simple as I am saying now. To see, even for the first trade itself, people's heart pounds like anything. But once you make this first trade stuff easy by support and resistance play, the next step, definitely once you take this second trade, then only you will build up your guts. Only if you face it, you will have the potential to build the guts. That gut factor has to come slowly only. Take your time, okay? Take your time, and it will what should I say, it will take time, definitely, say 2-3 years maybe, if you have the gut factor. Or the gut factor will come if you have 50 lakhs in your account and you wouldn't worry losing 1 lakh. Let's see, 1 lakh is huge, but still, if you have loss of 30,000 on a 50 lakh capital, nobody is going to give shit about it, right? It's just normal. The people 50,000 capitals, how much is 1% is only 50,000. Sorry, 50 lakhs, 1% is 50,000. So it is under 50,000. So nobody worries. I have a friend whose capital is like 1.2 crores and he risks 2 lakh per trade. Imagine 2 lakh per trade. And I have seen many other on the forums that whose capital is just mere 50,000. Even I began my trading back then with 50,000 amount only, with mere 50,000. Of course, that's the account, wiped account, a long history. Okay, so trading is a gradual process. Once you are consistent, try to try to get into this kind of Risk management. Okay, this is called what? Trade management. Sorry, not risk. This is trade management. Try to get involved in this. Eating this profit, eating this profit, eating this. See, every candle is a tradable candle, but what? Afsos ki baat. We wait for right opportunity. Try to look the candles in a different way rather than plotting indicators and making the candle all green, red. Actually, okay, candle color. I'm not talking about the candle color. I'm talking about the indicators that plot different type of candles. Uh, as like, let's see trend. Let me. This has got tons of stuffs. Let's see what kind of trade strategy. Let's see what this shows us. See, this if you have something like this, see, I have seen people, this is not just one thing, okay? See, even though it looks good, you are missing the good part. It's just blunt. If it is a red, sell. If it is a green, buy. Here you got a red, you're selling. You see, that's not how a trader has to be. You are not progressing here. How exactly would you progress your trading life if you are not learning something meaningful? This is not meaningful. This is making life easy. Easy stuffs are like what? Yeah, it is okay. It's just lazy man's game. This is not how you should literally trade, okay? Please try to understand. I'm not a fan. I was indeed looking for something like this during my beginning stage. What kind of other indicators do we have? Trend buy signal, sell signal. Let's see what comes up. I think I need to close this one. Let's see. I don't see anything. Is there any other indicator? Trend profit. What is it? No idea. Oh yeah, see, something like this. People have all sorts of stuff over here. See, even my find stocks today, trade tomorrow thing will also have something like this. That's just for finding stocks, not for trading. Okay, we will have something like this indicators, but I never use indicators just to trade. For selection, yes, we will have something like this, but not these indicators. It's just MACD indicator that we'll be using, and we will be filtering the stocks based on some criteria. I will teach you in upcoming progress. See, this turned green, buy here, boom boom boom, it went up. Yeah, I agree, I get it, yada yada yada. And see, these kind of indicators are actually derived from price itself. So when price is king or queen, why rely on these stupid soldiers? Close it. But I would suggest use volume. That is essential, because it is not derived from price. It is derived from buyers and sellers. So, oh my god, this session went very long, right? It started with just a shooting star, my goodness. Okay, anyhow, this is a good, meaningful session, and you learned something new as well in this session. That is good. And try to take notes, guys. Try to take notes, guys and girls. Okay, always try to take notes. Once again, this is not gonna stop, okay, ever. Try to plot support and resistance 3 times. Draw support and resistance, S and R, S and R, S and R. After plotting, look for highs and lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Lower highs, lower lows. Try to do this, please, please, please do this every time. It works, guys. This is the magic of trade. You don't need anything else. Plot these swing highs and swing lows. You will get a trade. Broke, rally, down. Resistance, shooting star, down. Broke, rally, some blah 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 blah, blah and down. This is something fumbling area which we cannot advise to do so. Price broke, rally, down. See how cool it is, dudes and dudettes. Mark the high, price broke, pull back, change in polarity, up. Price broke, change in polarity, pull back, up. Price broke, change in polarity, pull back and up. Price broke, change in polarity, and market closed. I don't know what will happen. We will see. So far, what do you see? Isn't this uptrend? Higher highs and higher lows, right? If we get a new low or lower low and a lower high, that's your sign of trend change. Okay, get it? Okay, it's a big session and I am feeling thirsty. Let's see on the next session. Okay, and put it back. All the best.